What's going on, everybody? This Afro Think Tank. Black art itself is revolutionary. It's the most effective force to fight against institutionalized discrimination, racism, and oppression. If you notice throughout the world, black art is used by various different ethnic groups, races, and societies to galvanize their people, right? To push towards a cause, and usually that cause is freedom against their oppressive government. Even if their government is communist, authoritarian, fascist, capitalist, all manners of different structures that people in power use to oppress the people for the benefit of the few. Black art has been recognized as the weapon of mass destruction, right, towards those that wield it. That's why most systems and structures are afraid of it. There are places where rap is illegal. There are places where music is illegal because music has always been seen in of itself as a way to galvanize the people. It unites people under a beat, under a pattern, under a vibration, right? And we know life, this construct that we live is just different, degrees of vibration, right? Even physical matter is just atoms vibrating at a certain frequency, right? We all made of the same thing, right? And so it wouldn't be too far-fetched to say the physical expression, right, of vibration and rhythm and pattern, right, would be something that can unify people. We can all unify under a beat, if it's played long enough, right? We can all unify under a soft sound that has the pattern to make our brains pay attention to it, right? And a message can be implanted within that, right? So that's why if you look at any time a black person utilizes poetry, it's strong, it's powerful. Anytime we sing, it's strong and powerful. Keep in mind, rap music, rapping itself, the essence of it is simply poetry, right? It's just a man or a woman expressing himself using the language that he's speaking in to artistically articulate, his feelings, her feelings, or the feelings of the people, or the emotions that the people are feeling based off whatever's going on, during that time and era, right? And like I said, people who have recognized this has used the tool for evil to turn around on its original user and destroy them, right? That's why our music is such poison now, because the people that control the music, that distributes the music, make sure the only music that we do hear en masse is self-destructive music, right? But if we were to promote positive music, music in its form that was meant to be, true hip-hop, true R&B, true jazz, true blues and soul, then that would have manifest the population to vibrate within the same wavelength. And then it will organize us to fight against the systems that mean to oppress us so that the few can benefit off the world's resources. But anyway, this lady's going to explain it pretty much in her own way. And I want you guys to listen to it and tell me what you think in the comment section about what she got to say. Anyway, that's all I got to say. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn some T-Tongue. I'm out.
I believe truly that the reason why people feel so moved and so many of our artistic expressions, especially in music, comes from Black people and especially Black Americans is because the best art is created in opposition to marginalization and discrimination. Now, bear with me for a second while we talk about this, but I think it's really important to discuss. There's been a lot of discussion about how conservative art doesn't really work because conservative art has an agenda and it clearly is trying to push an idea or ideology, whereas people that tend to be on the left that create art, they tend to want to tell a story about a different worldview. They want to express their own feelings. They want to express the feelings of other people, and especially stories that have been traditionally marginalized, which is why they're interesting to see, they're poignant, and they really, kind of kick at our heartstrings. And I think the same thing can be said with music, especially in America, where we have so many very well-known styles of art that come from Black Americans. And obviously there's the, obvious ones like jazz and R&B and Motown and the blues, but even with ones that have been very much erased with their roots like country, you can look back and see how how the marginalization and discrimination that Black Americans have faced have shaped these massive musical movements. And you might be wondering, like, why is this important to talk about? Like, what is the point of bringing this up? The reason why I want to bring this up is because the music styles that have been co-opted by especially white Americans that had roots in Black Americans or in the slave trade and in traditional African instruments, traditional styles of African music and dance, we can see how it's been whitewashed or simplified down a lot. Especially with country. You know, we've gotten to this Morgan Wallen type music, or like Getting Drunk on a Plane, and if you want to look at the origins of what country music came from and what it was originally talking about, let's just say it's changed a lot. And I also think that it's important to talk about because of how angry people have gotten over, you know, people talking about the fact that Black people are the origin of so many of these creative movements. And this is why people will talk about, you know, Black excellence, because it comes so much through our culture in so many different ways, because it's so poignant. We have built so much off of it, and that's where that stealing comes from. And I'm not saying that we can't appreciate each other's cultures, but I think the thing is erasing the culture, erasing the background, erasing the history is the problem. But the emotional work, the emotional labor of these art forms has been created as a basis, and then that's when people simplify it and make it all funsies and stuff.
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan!
Wait. Before you go, for all my subscribers and philanthropists out there, I'm building a solar power community water bowl system in Nigeria. It's going to cost between $5,000 and $6,000. I'm trying to raise money. If you want to participate and help me build this solar power water system, please donate to the Cash App and put solar water in the notes. Solar water in the notes. I'll put PayPal, Stripe, and Zelle. Anyway, thank you. That's all I got to say. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out. Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.